Will show you things that your spiritual eyes is not necessarily showing you. Have you ever seen something with your natural eyes and something else with your spiritual eyes? That is because we walk by faith and not by sight. If you walk according to what you always saw with your natural eyes, you would not make it to that place of promise. But sometimes you've just got to walk until what you see matches what God said. If God called you a conqueror and an overcomer, you've got to keep walking until you see what God said you could be. If God said you are better than blessed, if God said you are exceedingly blessed, you've got to keep walking until you are seeing what God has said you could be. Does that make sense to you? Don't stop walking toward perfection because you had a failure or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 in your life. Understand that He is the God of a second chance. And when I say second chance, that is not predicated to the number 2. That He's the God of infinite chances. That God will pick you up even after you told Him, I'll never do it again if you just get me out this one last time. That God understands the failings and the frailties of our hearts. But watch this, when God picks you up, He does not expect you to fall in that same place that He just picked you up from. That when God comes to a place, number 1, that place becomes holy because God has showed up in that place. See, God will show up in your valley, number 1, to declare it holy, number 2, to burn that bridge behind you. So when He picks you up from that place and He says, walk before me and be thou perfect, God is the kind of God that makes provision for what it is He said. So if you do turn around to the muck and the mire, you did that on your own accord because God said to be perfect.